2012 was a whole lot more fun than 2011. In 2011 we had 23 catastrophes, over $60 million of cat losses, and a very difficult combined ratio year. 2012, we still had catastrophes. We had about 23 million. Sandy, which occurred towards the end of the year, did not hurt us as bad as it could have. We essentially have no business in New Jersey and very little in New York City and Long Island. So the impact on us was about 12 million. So the good news is we had really a very satisfying year. Our combined ratio was under 100, 99.9, didn't hit our target of a 98 combined ratio. However, projections are that the industry will probably be somewhere around a 107. So we're pretty happy about that. It's also 6 out of the last 7 years that will have a combined ratio under 100. So that we're very, very proud of that. We grew 10%, our net written premium growth. First time really since 2003 that we actually experienced net premium growth in double digits. So that was very satisfying, and really the pieces of that were really a third coming from our direct organic growth, a third from our assumed reinsurance operations, and the other third from our Austin Mutual affiliation. We had a return on equity of 11.9%, which is really pretty terrific when you think about how low interest rates are these days. And that allowed us to add over $71 million to our surplus. So we finished surplus this year at $847 million. But really a very good year. The investment folks did a great job in investment return. They were about $5 million over their plan number, so that was a great result. So very, very pleased with the year. When we take things down to product lines, it becomes a little bit more of a tale of two cities, if anybody's read Dickens. Our real star was the bond operation that finished with a combined ratio of 90.5, and right there with them, obviously a much bigger operation and a big star for us is the commercial lines operation that had a stellar 92.6 combined ratio. So those two groups did quite well. On the other side of the coin, our personal lines operation finished at a 106.2. We were hoping that it could be down in the low 100s, but then when Sandy hit, even though we only had 12 million in losses, the majority of those really hit the personal lines operation, so that forced it to creep up a little bit. And then our assumed reinsurance operation finished a little bit over 111. Again, a lot of that is due to some legacy accounts, but also it was a pretty rough year for non-standard auto in Texas, which is where probably about 70 million of our premium in that program comes from. Our regions did great in 2012. The total of our 4 regions, again, a little bit over their combined ratio target, but still finished strong at a 98.5. The star in that group was really led by the Southeast region, which had a combined ratio down in the low 90s. And within that region itself, Florida had an excellent year. We write mostly commercial business in Florida, and it was a really great year for that state. The Northeast region also did quite well. Their combined ratio was 96.5, slightly on top of their combined ratio target, but still a very good year. The New England region finished under 100, slightly, but they got there. I think their target was a 99.5, and they finished at a 99.8, so almost right on the nose. The only region that did not finish under 100 out of our 4 was the Midwest, which is our newest region. That was still up around a 120. We have some work to do there to get that combined ratio down. Conversely, as far as growth goes, the Midwest region did exceed, all of our regions had pretty good growth and exceeded their targets this year. The Midwest was the most robust with about a 22% growth. And then the other 3 regions had good growth. It was more down in the lower single digits, primarily very good growth out of the commercial lines, and the personal lines not quite as robust.